Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakudas for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the work. Shall keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right? And these same wicked individuals that's basically tearing up the earth are doing so on purpose to bring about an agenda, the agenda that's spoken of in Revelation chapter 13. But in the meantime, between time, when all hell break loose and things get real, and that third woe gets full-fledged, put in motion, these same wicked individuals are going to cower into their bunkers like they're already starting to do right now, thinking that this will continue on, meaning the wicked bearing rule. But that's not so. Scripture don't read like that. Scripture says that one of these days, this earth is going to be righteous. The kingdom of heaven is going to be in the earth. Right? The kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will be in this earth. Right? But like I said, those devils, that I guess you could say the elite, right? The quote unquote elite. These individuals are going to go into hiding. And they really already started now. But it'll be to no effect, right? Ain't going to stop not one prophecy from happening on this scripture. Matter of fact, let me go to Revelation chapter 6. The scripture speaks about those devils doing just that, right? So Revelation chapter 6 and let's see. I'll start at verse 12. It says, "And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind." Now, the stars falling from heaven, that don't literally mean stars will be falling from heaven. That means this place going to be destroyed. All kind of ICBM missiles is going to tear the daughter of Babylon up. Right? It says, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places." Right? That mushroom. Right? There will be several. Right? But here's the point. "And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" That's thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. So all your ducking and hiding, it don't mean nothing. Because the righteous have to bear rule over this earth so that the earth can be back in peace, man. The earth is mourning right now. The people are mourning right now. Right? But the Most High is promising us peace. The only way peace can come is through destruction. Right? Let me go to Isaiah chapter 2. Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 17. It says, "And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahweh, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he arises to shake terribly the earth. Right? So what's in them bunkers as we speak? They got all their gold and silver and all their precious things in these bunkers, putting them up for basically judgment day, thinking that they're going to make it through and re-rule. And like I said, scripture don't read that way, man. Let's see what scripture reads, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Those strangers are Israelite foreigners, right? Or those Gentiles that Paul was preaching to. Right? It will be evident who the Most High's people are, and it won't be no more bywords. It's going to be, you know who you are, come get back with your fam, and let's go ahead and get this earth back in order. Right? Verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So who are the individuals that's oppressing us? Who controls the funds? Who controls the money? Who makes sure that our neighborhoods stay poor and oppressed? Who creates the laws that target Yasharala, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans, and all our brethren around the world? It's the elite. Who are the elite? Right? Who are the elite? The elite is Amalek, right? Grandson of Esau, right? This devil that really rules this earth, who is the puppet master behind all of the turmoil that we see happening on this earth. Not understanding that really it's Yahweh's hand that's moving this puppet master, right? But scripture tells us we shall rule over our oppressors. Right? So how that's going to happen if you ducked off in the cave somewhere, dunked off in the bunker somewhere with all your gold and treasures and things, and you in your mind you coming out and ruling, still being wealthy with those golds and treasures that you have, and ain't nothing going to change as it pertains to Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Nah, that's only for a time. Right, to the time when the Gentiles be fulfilled. That's only for a time. And we're reading about the end of that time, but the end of that time has to come through destruction. Right? They have to go into them bunkers. Because why? Destruction has to come. All right? Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Right? He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Ain't nothing you can do to stop that. It is what it is. And well deserved. Right? Scripture says the cup that you filled. So you deserve this. Right? The cup that you fill, you got to drink, but you got to double that up. According to the scriptures, man. And you ducking and hiding ain't going to stop none of that. Let's go to Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. Right? And after will I send for many hunters. Yeah. Scripture says in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, we're going to get new bodies. Scripture says in Revelation chapter 1, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is coming back in the clouds. Revelation 7 and 14 tells us that Yahushai coming back with a military. He coming back with an army. And the heads of those armies, or the head soldiers outside of the archangels, 144,000. Those 144,000 are men, the men that you see out in the highways and hedges, the prophets, right? Putting their life on the line and risking it all to prophesy the gospel. Right? Scripture says Yahweh Shai coming back as a power. And guess who he bringing with him? Other powers. It says in the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6, I have said ye are gods. Right, matter of fact, let's go there right quick. Psalms 82 and 6, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So when that portion of ye are gods is taken away, because we die no more and we fall no more, then that means that we are powers too. Let's go back to Jeremiah 16. And they shall hunt them. Right, let me read that again. Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after, right, after the change, after the transformation, after the turmoil, after the destruction, right, will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. Care where you go, that's that ass. And that's a promise from the Lord, man. Right? So either way it go, you can hide all day. Guess what? You will be sought. And judgment will come to pass. So I ended with that. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Rachazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash Shalom Yashar Allah.